Hey everybody, so good to see you again. I had so much fun yesterday kind of doing like the closest I get to a fireside chat. We do have a fire, but I'm in Phoenix, so it's like weird in the summer to run a fire. So this isn't a literal fireside chat, but I kind of liked being here as opposed to in my office with the corporate background and all that. So I figured we'd try it again, especially because these days I'm really talking about stuff that I think is kind of important in terms of we'll do lots of tactical and all that, like here's exactly what to do and how to do it. But I really think the important thing is why we do it and kind of the who you are as an entrepreneur, right? We always talk to our clients like we trick you into becoming clients by telling you we're gonna help you grow your business. But the reality is we want to help grow you as a person, which grows you as an entrepreneur, and then your business can't help but grow. So I want to kind of focus a lot on who you are and how you run your business like a $1 million business owner, multi-million dollar business owner, and then the million or multi-million dollar business comes. So if you are digging the show, we're just getting started, and we really want this to be a community kind of what you guys are into. So if you are digging it and you love it, subscribe, rate, and give us a 5-star or subscribe, us a 5-star rating and a good review. I don't know how that go to iTunes and tell them we're awesome, subscribe, and let us know that you want more of this because we're not doing anything to sell anything here. We're just trying to bring value to the community at this point, and we want to know that it's bringing value. So let us know by doing that and share with a friend, right? We started in the cleaning industry and love those peeps and still serve them, but there were so many people that we weren't serving, and we love with the service industry that you can refer to. Everyone, all of us have so many people that come and serve our houses, and we want to serve those people. So if you know someone like that wants to grow their business, wants to do better, be better, and be a part of a community, turn them onto the show. Be awesome. We appreciate it. Let's get into what we're going to help with today. My whole life I heard fake it till you make it. And I got to tell you, my experience has been that is just the worst advice ever. Let's talk about what that looks like and how you can actually be successful in a service business and how that can look and feel. So yesterday I shared about, and I've got some notes because I want to forget anything. So if you see my eyes wander, for those of you watching on video, or here live with us, and we're going live every day at the start, every Tuesday 9 a.m. or every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So feel free to join us live if you want to be a part of the party. You can do the chat, all the good stuff. Yesterday we shared about how I discovered how not only to have fun growing your business, but how I used the fun to actually grow my business faster, which was super exciting. Today, I want to share how you can give yourself permission to be real and who you are, and believe it or not, skyrocket your business with that. It's shocking that that's actually a big deal, but it's the truth. A little backstory. I was raised with no business experience, a single mom who worked for the city her whole life. Not only did I not have any rich mentors, I didn't even know any rich people, never mind mentors. So that was kind of where we came from. And I know some of you guys have lots of pedigree and went to business school and all that, but most of you don't have that kind of education, right? You're like, I didn't go to college, or I have a liberal arts degree, or some weird thing that I just we've coached plenty of people that do have business degrees and things like none of this prepared me for running a business. So we were all in that boat in some way or another. But believe it or not, the worst thing wasn't that I was raised with no training. It was I was raised with beliefs that weren't going to serve me. And again, my mom is she's passed, an amazing woman who just loved me and did as good of a job as any mom could do with a pain in the butt kid like me. But she raised me to believe if you had to get the only way to get, because she didn't have an education, right? So she worked for the city and didn't really ever make any money. And she raised me to believe if the only way to get rich, or not get rich, but be successful in life is have a good education. Good education equals a good job, or you can know somebody. But I just kind of grew up with this belief that the rich were different or special. And I was born poor, so we were always going to be poor, right? And that belief, believe it or not, really kinked my growth a lot faster and harder than being poor or not knowing any rich people. So the way I would compensate for that, and some of you guys let me know in the chat or feedback, but some of you guys may have done this or be doing this right now. I used to pretend that I was super professional to hide that I was young and I didn't know what the heck I was doing, right? I was just a broke kid trying to succeed. So I'd wear nicer clothes. Like if you guys look at me now, I'm wearing a t-shirt and basketball shorts. I won't show you. I'll spare you looking at those, but take my word at it. So I'd wear certain things. I tried to use big words. I tried and kind of sound fancy, right? I just didn't want anyone to figure out that I was young. I was broke. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to make my way in the world. And I told myself that I acted that way so I could be more successful, right? And that was part of it. But the real reason is I wanted more than anything validation that my business was real. right? I started a cleaning company. When I bought it, I think it only had 3 or 4 employees, maybe 5. The reason I'm so unclear on that is they all quit the first day, and I got to cleaning. So I remember when I was cleaning, I was like, holy crap, this, I spent all this money, told my friends I was going to be a big, important business owner, and it's the middle of the night, I'm here cleaning toilets. It didn't feel like I was a real business owner. And I thought, well, once I get out of the field, maybe then I'll feel like a real business owner. And then we hired people, and I didn't have to clean so often, but I'd still get a call at midnight from the guy at the Applebee's that lost the keys or whatever nonsense was going on. And that did make me feel like not a real business owner. And I remember I just kept moving the bar higher and higher to like, well, when I have 10 employees, or when I have 50 employees, or when I have $1 million company, or 5, I kept moving the bar on what successful would look and feel like. And maybe you guys or gals feel that way. But the real reason I acted the way I did wasn't just to, grow my business. It was, I wanted that validation. Right. And, I thought if I just dressed well enough, had a fancy enough office, or used big enough words, people would take me seriously as an entrepreneur. And this is kind of hard to admit, but the honest thing is I would take myself seriously, right? And it's sad, and that's one of the encouragements I give you is I was kind of waiting on the world to tell me I was real or I was successful, and that's a game that just sucks, right? And it was frustrating because the more I faked it, the more fake I felt, right? Like even if other people fell for my shenanigans and looking back, and again, it's not like I was lying or anything, but a lot of us, we're like, the Campion group, and it's just me, right? Or something like that, just weird things like fancy business cards. We like to put CEO on there, and we got like 2 employees. So when I say fake it, I don't mean like I was lying or anything, but we try and put our business, or you get an office space that you don't really need, or just weird stuff trying to position your business like it's whatever. And I thought I was doing it to be professional and successful, and that was part of it, but really it was just to make me feel a certain way. And looking back, it was frustrating because the more I faked it, the more fake I felt, and I couldn't see it then, but I really, more than even the money, believe it or not, I just wanted to feel successful for myself and for my family and all that sort of stuff. And actually I had one of my Millionaire Mastermind events, and one of the people in the class, just a great woman who I respect the crap out of, shared that she kind of the same thing. And she and her husband are one of the more successful service companies in that group. And she shared that she still felt like she wasn't a real business owner, right? And they are a 7-figure business, had 50 employees. They're doing great. And she still didn't get that. So that kind of is when I realized way, way after the fact that we kind of have to take ownership of that in ourselves, right? If we're waiting for the world to validate us, it's just made up stuff, right? Is it when you have an office? Is it when you have 1 employee, 10 employees, 100 employees, $1 million, 100 million? When is it, right? And I guess if we just wait for it to magically happen, it could be any time. It's different for everybody, right? Or we just decide. So I really want to talk about how that's hurting our business, how it's hurting us, and how we can fix it, so to speak. So like I shared yesterday, and if you missed yesterday's episode, it goes great with today. So I don't know if Lindsay's on, if she can put the link in, but if you missed yesterday's, it goes really well with today. But I shared, I went through a really devastating divorce, and I didn't have the energy to kind of put the mask on. That's how I discovered all this. I had to be real, right? I just couldn't go into the office and pretend that I was this or that when I really wasn't. So I had to kind of be real, and just because I didn't have the energy to put on the mask anymore. And my whole life, I thought it was because I was born poor. I didn't know anyone rich. I didn't have any rich mentors, and that didn't help. But like I said, it was really the beliefs. I believed that being poor started me as a disadvantage. The reality was, the truth was, allowing myself to think like a poor person was giving me the problem. So it wasn't my situation, because different strengths and weaknesses. And some of you guys are like, I was born rich, and that's a handicap, right? Like I'm living under the shadow of my father, or my successful parents, or we've all got our different advantages or disadvantages, and it's not those unique advantages or disadvantages, it's how we look at them, right? So if we choose to believe, because I grew up poor, I'm in a huge disadvantage, and that becomes my reality. The reality was, because I grew up poor, I did a lot of stuff that other guys and gals, I didn't ever give up, because I couldn't, right? I burned my bridges, so that was my secret weapon, right? Some people that are like, oh, I grew up rich or with an education, but I don't have the drive. It really depends on how you look at it more than the thing itself, which is consistent throughout building a business. Thank you, Lindsay, by the way, put up the link. That's a long link. We got some short links in here. All right. So I always thought the big thing holding me back was systems, or lack of cash, or lack of customers, or something I could do. It was actually my beliefs about having to hide who I was and pretend I was someone I wasn't, that that was holding me back, right? And I want to encourage you guys, not that we don't need systems and processes, and most of the show is going to be talked about how to do that, right? But if the beliefs aren't right, the systems and processes are going to help. If we believe that we're poor and we're always going to be poor, or there's something outside of our reality that's keeping us back, that all the systems and processes in the world aren't going to help you. And if we're going to just spend all of our time faking and pretending, we lose sight of who we are, and no one ever gets a chance to connect with us. So, it's so funny. I had that opportunity when I went through that divorce and didn't have the energy to keep that mask on of, faking it for the world. I realized that I was so worried of what people would think of me. I never figured out they weren't really thinking about me in the first place. Like, even this broadcast is a great example, right? I'm much more comfortable being like, hey, let me teach you how to grow a business. I've been doing that for years. I've coached thousands of people. Much easier just to be like, do this and this and this. But this is what's important, right? And I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of entrepreneurs like younger me would have seen this and went, come on, dude, get to the point. Tell me something about how to grow a daggone business. And I may have alienated younger Mike. Sorry, younger Mike, this isn't for you. But older Mike is starting to realize this is what entrepreneurs really need. So I'm trying to do an example of being real for you guys. And some of you are going to go, holy crap, I get it. I'm picking up what this guy's laying down. It's right what I need, and fantastic. We're going to connect. Others are going to be like, this guy's full of crap. I just want someone to tell me what to do. And we won't connect. That's okay, right? So the big thing I want you guys to get is making your peace with risking that people seeing you for the real you. Obviously they cannot like it, right? So if I'm fake, that kind of protects me, because if they don't like it, I'm like, oh, they don't like the fake guy I was pretending to be. The real me is safe here, right? They never got to see him. So when you get out there and be the real you, the problem is if you don't let them see the real you, certainly they can't dislike the real you, which I guess is good maybe, but they never actually have a chance to like or connect with the real you. So it turns out is what you keep doing is try to keep upping your fake game, right? You're like, well, they didn't like that fake version of me, so I'll get a better fake version of me. And it makes it tough, right? So you got to make your peace with some people just not digging your vibe or picking up what you're laying down, right? That's just got to be okay, as long as we're concerned that some people won't, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? Some people ain't going to like the fake you. Some people ain't going to like the real you. There is no everybody likes everything, right? So faking it is a no-win situation. The cool thing with being real is the people that connect actually connect, and they really want to be a part of you and your brand and your community and support you, and you have some real fans, right? When you've got this whole fake thing, no one can ever really connect. So nothing really goes bad, nothing ever goes good. When you're you can get some real fans and followers and really build a community, especially when it comes to hiring. And there might be some people that say you suck or you're stupid, and that kind of stings a little bit for a while, and you just got to get over that, right? As an entrepreneur, we have to kind of pick our battles, right? And I'd rather be successful, wildly successful, and have some people think I'm stupid than do nothing and have nobody think anything of me, right? So big thing is faking it is a no-win situation. Maybe you protect yourself, but you protect yourself from having real fans and people really connect with you. And I got to tell you, business, especially as we get higher up with the levels that we coach, it gets less about what you do, more about who you are and what we want out of business, right? The relationships I have, the travel. And I get more and more where this is a perfect example of starting this company. We've got a very successful coaching company just for cleaning owners of cleaning companies. We're starting this not because I have a bunch of extra time and money I want to throw at something. I want to serve more people, right? I want to connect with more people. I love our cleaners, but I know there's so many service business owners out there that need help and are stuck and need freedom and time. So that's why we're doing it, right? So the more you connect kind of with what you really want, what you're really there to provide, everything gets easier, right? It takes so much pressure. It allows you to enjoy work again. It'll renew your passion. And again, I learned this when I was going through a divorce and my life kind of just sucked. And that's the only thing, being real and kind of having fun was the only thing that allowed me to keep my passion up and actually enjoy work. And it took so much pressure off, right? Because if people didn't like the fake me, I could always try and fake it better. But if they didn't like the real me, there's nothing I could do about it. So it's easy just to go, well, I guess I'll just let it go, right? If I'm me, right here, I feel like I'm being kind of vulnerable and a little exposed here, online in front of everybody. People are like, that guy's an idiot. He's whatever. It's fine. That stings. Don't love it. Don't email me, please. I guess you could if you just want to be mean. But what am I going to do? It's me, right? If you're like, that guy sucks, don't talk as fast or be funnier or be whatever it is you want from me. I can't. This is just me. So it's easier just to be like, well, there you go. But if this is some sort of fake me and people don't like it, I'm like, oh, maybe if I did a different fake version. And it's just this hamster wheel of constant work, right? When you're real, it puts all the pressure off of this is me, some will, some won't, so what, someone's waiting, moving on with our life. So you have the opportunity right now to stop, to look at where am I faking in my life? Is it with my family, with my kids, with my business? If I'm at work or out to golf with my friends or out to dinner with my wife or playing with my kids, is it a different me each time I got to put on different hats? Or is it the same me? And I want to encourage you, don't wait for a divorce or something terrible to happen to just like not be able to carry the fake mantle anymore. Put that bad boy down now. Just be who you are all the time. And it is awesome, right? So when I meet people out at events or people meet me, I was playing Scrabble on my phone the other day, and someone was like, "Is this the guy, the coach guy from Arizona?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." It was an odd thing, but I didn't have to worry about, oh crap, she's gonna find out who like. It's just the same dopey dude everywhere. So want to encourage you to do that. So this is why, and you're like, okay, great, Mike, you taking on this whole journey about you. Why do I care? Honest to goodness, this epiphany of running my company based on core values, i.e. the rules I used to run my company, make decisions, that is what allowed me to attract the best employees, to get the best customers, to build my first seven-figure company, to sell my first seven-figure company, and to coach for the last 5 years thousands of owners of service businesses how to be clear on their rules and how to understand how to use those rules, those values to run their businesses. And that just attracts a much higher caliber person, right? So again, if you're super fake on your hiring funnel or even your advertising, it works for a little bit, right? Until they get to know you or talk to you and they're like, oh, this is a scam, right? My favorite thing when I had my other businesses, when people would come in after looking at our website, they go, this is just like the website. Like they're shocked. Like they thought it was some sort of marketing. We'd act ridiculous and have fun and just be silly. And they would be like, this is just like I saw on the website. I'm like, yeah, of course it is, right? People are so used to brands having like, oh, let's be this or be that, as opposed to just being you as the brand and you as the leader and you as the caster of the vision, right? So, being real is going to attract the best employees, the best customers, the best mentors, believe it or not. When I come to somebody and there might be someone that doesn't have as much money, as much skill, as much experience, as big of a business, but he or she's just super sincere. And I'm like, man, this is that guy. They're just showing up as them. I'm super attracted to coach them. When I get other people that are kind of faking it and trying to put up walls and trying to pretend like they're this, it just gets in the way. So not only will you attract better employees, coaches, community, everybody, right? It's just going to be fantastic. So let me give you an example of what that could look like and feel like in real life. So say you're on a sales call and the guy, tell me if this sounds familiar, starts grinding you on price. That's too expensive. We're going to get 6 bids, blah, blah. I think, can't you do it cheaper? Sharpen your pencil, all this nonsense, right? That any of you been in the service business for more than 9 seconds have heard. For us, our core values are have fun, make money, be real, and help out. We're talking about one of those core values every day. Today's the be real. So before, it would be some sort of negotiation of, well, I need the customer and what can I do and how much and it's just this whole nasty thing. Now it's an easy conversation. It would sound something like, hey man, I'm going to be real with you right off the bat. This is a for-profit endeavor. One of our core values, two of our core values is to be real, so I'm going to shoot straight with you. And the second is to make money. This is supposedly a for-profit endeavor. And quite frankly, it's not fun for us to work with someone who wants a price that just wants to grind and he doesn't care about our company's success and us having enough money to do the job that we said and make a little profit. So if your goal is to just get the cheapest price and you don't care if we're making any money or we're successful, we have the money to provide, help you out and provide the result that we did, and you just want to grind no matter how it affects our relationship, I got to be real with you and tell you we're not a fit, right? The good news is in my experience, 80-90% of the time, they go, oh no. Once you help them realize you're not just grinding on price, this is a real business and real people. We depend on that money to feed our family, to pay our employees, and to provide an amazing experience for you. Once they realize that, they get a lot less uptight and go, yeah, you're right. We don't want to get screwed, right? Obviously, we're not trying to screw people, but yeah, we want to pay a fair profit. Thank you. And that reframe puts you in charge, moves you from beggar, salesperson, chasing, lowballer, all that garbage to a consultant, right? Or 10% are going to go, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you're dying in the streets for a nickel. I'll take that nickel. Great. We don't want those people anyway. Like that guy, thank you so much. Conversation over. So the cool thing is, when you're able to have that core values-based conversation, even on something as simple as, hey, can you lower your price? It is going to end that conversation in a very nice way. Either end it completely because that's not the right guy, or most of the time helps them reframe and go, yeah, I guess we don't want the cheapest price. We want a fair price, and we want to have a relationship with someone that we can do. So not only did I use culture and core values, which is what we're spending this first week on, to build my first $1 million business. So funny, before this, it took me years and years and years. I never got past probably 500 or 600,000. Once we started being real, helping out, having fun, making money, be clear on our core values. We built our first multi-million dollar company in just a couple of years, sold it for 7 figures. Used that to build my next company, went from 0 to 4.3 million in 18 months, sold that for 7 figures within a couple of years. And most importantly, we've used these concepts to help thousands of owners of service companies transform their service-based companies into core values-based businesses, which gives them the time and money freedom that they never had, right? Because once you've got clear core values, i.e. rules that you play with, and you've only attracted, and those core values are who you really are, right? Not fake core values that we think our customers will like, but actually who we are, right? Have fun, make money, be real, help out. Those have been my core values for the last 10 years in lots of different markets to different people. In every market, some loved them, some didn't. It's fine. We make a very nice living serving the people that really connect with that. And you can too, right? So that's what we teach, is how to get clear on your core values, attract employees, customers, vendors, mentors that share those core values. And that is what will give you the freedom of time first, believe it or not. Because once you've got an army of core value people all fighting for your same cause, gives you a massive amount of time freedom because you have to micromanage everything. And then honestly, that's when the money starts coming as well. So the beautiful thing is making this transition is not only did I get my goal of making money, I got the real goal of being able to love my life at work and at home, and gives me energy and passion, and really want to serve the people I serve, and only serve the people I like, right? So I don't have to worry about what my customers think. My customers all like me. The guys and gals that don't like me will see a broadcast like this and go, I would never talk to this guy. Great. We never kind of cross paths, and it's fine. It's so funny that now that my real me is popular, I don't really care what people think. But back when I cared a ton, they didn't like it. So it was paradoxical, right? When I was trying to make everyone like me, not that people dislike me, but nobody cared. And when I said, F it, I'm just going to be me, people are super attracted to that. And that works for you too, right? Hopefully you're seeing this broadcast, you're like, no one's thinking, well, this guy's crazy, charming, I could never do that. It's like, yeah, he's just a regular dude who's being honest. Guess what? You're just a regular gal or dude. And you could be honest and people will be attracted to that. So again, this mindset will change you as a person first, then as a business owner, and then your business will naturally grow and succeed. And employees will be talent, customers will all be attracted to that. So if you're trying to change your business first and worry about you second, you're always going to struggle. So that said, allow me to be real with you. I am creating this community to help owners of service companies have bigger lives, more impact, more freedom, and of course, grow faster, make more money, and all that good stuff. If you're still with us, I'm guessing you like some sort of this vibe. At this point, we have no offer for money. We're just trying to build a community and see how we can serve. If you were like, yeah, I'm digging this vibe, this is a community I want to be a part of and part build, great, let's do it. Go to growmyservicecompany.com. Just put in your, I think you put in your information, and when my book comes out, when our Facebook, all the cool, we've got Facebook groups coming out. There's going to be there's all sorts of cool content that we're giving. Go to growmyservicecompany.com to get that. And then to start until this thing blows up and I'm not physically able to do it, email me personally, mike@growmyservicecompany.com. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your struggle is. Let me know where you're at. Let me see if I can help. Again, at this point, at the recording, at some point we'll have some sort of formalized help where we offer services for money. At this point, we're just trying to build a company and find out what you guys want and serve best we can. So drop me an email, mike@growmyservicecompany.com. Put your info in at growmyservicecompany.com so we can keep you in the loop of all the cool stuff that's coming. And that's it, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.